Bit of a late start this morning. Had to get some computer work done. The next Mad Monday clip will be coming up. Yeah, today's Monday, so I've got to get it up at lunchtime. So we'll rip round, check the first part of the property, and quickly get some stuff downloading and rendering, and then bolt out and get into the second part. Are you ready for another big day at the office, boys? Hey? Another big day in paradise. Brandon, my boy. Hey? And Skunk Dude. It's nearly 7 o'clock. I'm going to get my pay docked. No, really, like I'm working for here now is someone I regard as one of my best mates. We've been like that for 20 something years. And he's never changed, eh? He's never changed. His word is his pledge. I see something on the road here now, whether it's a dog or a deer come through here. I'll just check it out. Could be. It is. A dog. And this is right next to Homestead. And it's a dog. He's come down here at night. Probably one of the same pack that we've been working on over here. That's 3 now we've got out of that one pack. They all look the same. And he's probably looking for his buddies, so I bet you we've got him up here on the line. Let's go and have a look. Beautiful time of the day. Sun's just poking up there. Things are fresh. You can smell everything. You come along here, you smell the burrum bush, you smell the bloodwoods, you know, even the cactus there that are out in. Oh, mob of pigs, mob of pigs. I got him bailed. I got him bailed. Good dogs, good dogs. In this breakaway gully. I got him. Okay. Off, off, off. Off. Chancey, off. Chancey, off. Off. We have to grab him. Grab him and stick him. Off! 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 Good dogs! Off! Off! Chancey, good dog. Good dogs. Brandon, off! Brandon, off! Chancey, off! 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 Sit! 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 Brandon, sit! That's the way I like the dog. Sit, Brandon! A good way to start the morning. A little boar. Good dogs. That's border collies. Now it might look like they're lugging, but these things can't bite to hurt anything. And a lot of show. All they do is basically hold this thing up, you say off, they get off, shoot the animal, get on to the next one. So I think I know what we'll find at our next trap set. They'll be all dug out because there was about 5 or 6 in that mob. Now, where were we? We were driving along here, mob of pigs. That's right, we just about checked this trap. No, it might be still in place. They maybe didn't reach this. No, still in place, still intact. Next one. The old nighttime cactus. There's these beautiful flowers that only come up at night time and then they disappear as soon as the sun hits them. Like they say, a weed is just a plant in the wrong place. Let's see what we got, doggies. Nothing. Nothing at this one. Where's the second set? Oh, nothing. Now this is very interesting. Very interesting for me. Right. So remember I went here and I put this trap in and I made a dummy pan so they could look at it, right? I come here today, here's fresh tracks and a dig hole. The dog's dug away there. It's walked to here, but it hasn't committed. That's the dummy. And here's my trap. Here's a trap on the other side. There. Alright. So what's happened? This dog has come around this side and dug a little hole like that and stood here, but didn't come around the other side, right? So I've just missed it. I've missed it because it only approached one side. Okay, that's a real challenge, this little dog. That's the way that reads to me, that it's come in one side and it's dug from this side looking for the trap, couldn't find it and kept on going, but it didn't cross across where it looks like there obviously is the trap. If that makes sense. The blind trap was on the other side. It's focused its attention on this side. So what I'll do is I will set another blind this side. I'll set it where the dig hole is here and let it come along here again and look for that other trap, and there'll be one way back. I'm going to set this back like 3 feet from where the other one is, and let's see if we can get it. Now I'm going to a lot of trouble with those extra sets. It might be just one dog we've got here, and this could be a dog that survived the previous 2 or 3 programs we've got here. You might have seen, you know, half a dozen of its kinfolk caught right before its eyes with traps that just boom come out of the ground as it was watching. So this is a haunted dog. It's haunted. We could catch it in the next trap up here, right? And all this seems to have gone to waste, but it hasn't. It's all part of the team. It's like casting out a big net, putting a big net, making sure it's the best net. Every mesh has got to be right, and eventually, somewhere in that net, you will catch the dog you want. Oh, Brandon, was that you? Brandon, did you let one go? Oh, joy, Brandon. Don't look so pleased with yourself. Oh. We're coming into the second site where this one's been scratching. What do we got here? Looks like nothing's been touched, Brandon. I've got marks along the road. So let's see what marks they are on the track there. You can see the pattern. See that pattern down along the tyre mark. Let's have a look. Okay, the dog's come straight along here. There's been a bird, but that dog has come right past here, right past. There's fresh scent there. They're my fake tracks over there. There's the fake pan. Hasn't come in at all, walked straight past. What a cunning little critter. Okay, what I think I'll do in this circumstance, that one is following that track. All right, so what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll put a blind trap right on the track. So I'll drive through, turn around, come back. And what I've got to do then is remember tomorrow I'll put a branch across the road here so that I don't come down and drive over the top of my trap set. So I'll put it right on the track. Right, so we've got that looking pretty good, that track through there now. It looks like the vehicle track continues through. You'll see a little pile of leaves and a little stick on the other side. The blind trap is in between there. Then there's a second blind with false dog tracks over the top of it in between, and then a false trap one that's out there that's not a trap at all, but it's obvious, to make them think that that's what they've got to look at. Then we've got another trap over here with dog ear eyeing on that tree. Right, all dogs, we're coming into the place where this is our next big opportunity. We're showing a lot of interest in this gully, so we've got a couple of sets here. Again, maybe this time, maybe. Nope, I don't think so. Let's go and read the signs, dog. Okay, what have we got? We've got a bird. We've got the dog has come across here. It's come down this side. All right. You see where it's scratched? Scratched there, because I left that so it was visible. Scratched at that. It's walked over here. But the blind trap is over here. And it hasn't realised that that's there. So there's still a good chance. We've got a dead kangaroo there. Alright. The tracks go around there. It's circled right around this area. That's good. Righto. What it's showing me is this dog is just super smart. It's not going to get fooled easy. Right, so same thing. I'll put another blind out on the road here and a few little tantalising scents there. Make it try and circle around to get, you know, within, probably coming within 3-4 feet of the scents. It won't commit any closer. So what I've got to do is then put other blind traps further back. But what I'll do is I'll drive up and I'll check the next trap set, make sure that the animal isn't in there, and then I'll reset on the way back. There's no tracks across our tracks. Both traps are still intact, they haven't been scratched. So we'll just leave that one. It might not have got here, it might have gone and chased the wallaby or chased a mouse or whatever it was doing. It didn't get down to this track, so it hasn't followed all the way along. Now, this circumstance here is one that would lend itself so well to thermal. And I hear a lot of people say, why do you get thermal, McGhie? Rah, 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 rah. Listen, I can out-trap most people with thermals, right? There's some situations where very hard to out-trap people, where you've got big clear sort of valleys where you can see the animals from a long way. You can get in position, all that. There's a lot of good reasons to use thermal, good thermal. There's so much thermal gear on the market now, and half of it that I've seen is absolute junk. I'd love to get some, but at the moment I haven't had that 10 grand, 20 grand to just go and throw at top line stuff. I just haven't had it. So I've had to rely on the skill I've got as a trapper and work harder, do the 14-hour days, put more traps in, use my head to not really need the thermal, if that makes sense. At the moment, I do need thermal gear or night vision gear at least for dogs just like this. These are the ones that I wish people with the right gear would target. Don't go shooting the easy pups or the young dogs that I can catch, like, you know, it's as easy as stealing corn from blind chickens, right? They're easy. There's no big heroic shooting those with a thermal. These are the ones. These dogs like this, these are the ones that if you were going to target animals and do a really good job, these are the ones I'd say to target. The problem dogs, the ones that I might have to spend, you know, the best part of a week's work to get one dog. This is the spot that has been like my number one hopeful. Let's see what happens. Nothing. It's like nothing has come back overnight. A little pig hanging up out of the tree. Trap sets there. This one's still intact. That one's still intact. The one over here, going under the fence, still intact. Simple as that. The dogs haven't been back here overnight. Okay. Tomorrow. Righto, we went over to where we caught the cat. Nothing there, nothing's touched it. We've come past the first couple of traps. Nothing. Now we're going across this rough, black soil country. It just shakes the screws out of the roof of this buggy. That trap set's good. This trap set's good. And that might be because we have caught the dogs that were living here. Right, so we've got one over the other side and two on this stretch. And they could quite easily have all been in the one pack. So, yeah, just roll it up the rest of this main creek system, see what's there. Okay, we're rolling down here into the sand pile set where we got one of the dog yesterday. Let's see if he's got any buddies. Let's have a quick look. Looks like nothing. Okay, I got out there and had a look, and there are a couple of tracks that go through there of one dog, and it's come across. It hasn't committed. It hasn't really walked around where the other one was caught. It's just sort of meandered through and out the other side. So I've put urine from the dog that we caught here in two places at the two sets here. The dog comes back, hopefully it will go in to sniff that. It doesn't look like it's too cunning, it just looks like it's maybe a little bit too spooked. Maybe we've caught it further up the line, so let's have a look. Well, we come up here and look what we got at the very next trap set. You want to shoot this one? All right. And another one bites the dust. And that's how it rolls. That dog's come in, it's missed the two traps, didn't commit there. It's come probably 200, 300 metres further up the hill to where I just set one right on the side of the track. And I think this one just had a little bit of either fat or fermented horse's hoof. Just something like that I've put on the tree here and picked the dog up with that. So the teamwork, isn't it right? Teamwork. Steady, Brandon. Steady, Brandon. It's only been caught here this morning by the look. Simple set. It was just here at the base of that. Little bitch. Same litter. Yep. That's the first female. So she's actually caught in both front feet. Caught on both front feet. Skunky marking there again, are you? Yep. Mane starting to come on the tail, on the feet. Up, chance he's got a sore foot. I think that pig might have got him on the foot. So I'll reset this trap in the same place and yeah, set it there, plenty of mess. Another dog comes along, it'll check this spot out if there is another one left in this pack. Doesn't matter too much here now about the mess. You can have a real messy trap site because these dogs are coming in here, they're expecting mess now. They're looking at it saying, what caused this mess? And what they'll be smelling is their partner in crime that's caused that mess. So what I'll just do is I'll just try and very quickly pour some sand in around the workings, just sand, so there's no rocks that can get in under the plate. And I could go back and get the rest of my gear, but I don't really need it. We'll just set it by hand. I'll just pour in some fine sand, no rocks, around the workings. Make sure they are good. Put more of that beat up dirt over the top there of the chain. I won't even dig that in, I'll just heap that down there. The animals, anything else that comes in here is going to be expecting that this to be mussed up because the smell, everything there. I just want them to walk around this outside, walk around here, have a good look and search every scent for their buddy. There, it's a nice little walk through. Probably put that over there so they can walk either side. We'll just tie this girl up on the front of the buggy. Because they are headshot, these dogs will continue to drip blood for literally an hour or more. So what I end up with then is little drips of blood right through on the trap line. Anything coming along, crossing across this road, smells that, realises it's another dog blood. It doesn't terrorise them. What it does, it makes them search. They go along that track and they search and get themselves caught.